Everybody, we are back with another review, and today we got another Honey Puff joint, and this is the pre-rolled transparent cone brought to you by Honey Puff. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. So we got the Honey Puff logo, we got the Rasta guy slow burning on his tongue. Two of these cones are in the tube, and these are cherry flavored, which is kind of neat because these actually did have a really strong flavor to them, but we'll get into that in a second. So let's get the pack popped open and see what we got on the inside here. Now, they do give it to you in this little test tube, which is kind of cool, how it's a nice crush-proof container. I do like that. A lot of the other brands, they give you the paper ones, and they basically can get crushed really easily. And I do know that the biodegradable factor, this, that, and the other, and I know this is just basically trash, so be sure to recycle this stuff when you're done using this little tube. Toss it in a recycling bin or repurpose it and use it for traveling, for other J's and whatnot, but definitely don't just toss it, in the trash. I mean, we got more wasteful products here. We got the straws. So that is my complaint about these foreign brands. A lot of them cut corners to the point where all the packaging is just kind of wasteful. But yeah, let's see what else we got on here. We got some wonky text. Check that out. You can't even read it from when they heat sealed all this. honeypuffusa.com, brand and design of the USA, paper made in Europe, packaging made in the People's Republic of China. This product is absolutely only to be used with legal non-tobacco smoking herbs such as tribe, Buddha's blend, bulldog, or single herbs such as passion flower. Oof. I don't know. That's a mouthful of nonsense, I can tell you that. Only legal herbs you should be putting in this puppy is cannabis. So you got the cone here itself. It has the feel, the cellulose paper that they chose. It has the same feel as like the Aleda cellulose papers. It's not a super thick one. It's not a super thin one, but it's definitely got a feel to it. And you got the nice tip there, which actually is pretty decent. It's got a nice little W in there, which is cool. That's going to stop a lot of the really finely ground particulate from getting into your mouth. Now, it did have a cherry flavor, which is kind of a nice little touch, especially when we just did our hemp wrap throwdown last week, and we talked about how the kind of the intense flavors are really for more so the masking properties, not so much as a complementary. I would more so think like like for example last week how we did the hemp wrap plain with the CBD. That kind of is like more of like an enhancement. The CBD plus is more of like an enhancement. This is more just as like a flavor to kind of do a little bit of a cover up for you. But needless to say, we got the 1 1/4 size cone here, which is kind of neat because it's a little shorty, which is good. I like the king size cones too, but this one we tried to do a little quick smoke just to do a nice little review on these. But again, it's smoked all right. The tips, who knows what's in there. You can clearly see that there is some red. One of the sides of the paper has red ink on it, along with the little cherries on the outside. We don't know if it's soy ink or not. We don't know what kind of preparations went into the the dyeing of this paper or the paper itself, if it's bleached white paper or what it is basically. So we don't really know if any of the chemicals are going to leach off in the smoke when we actually do end up burning this. But needless to say, if you're only doing this 1 or 2 times, the flavor itself was strong enough to mask the nastiest of herbs that you're packing in here. But it does hold a pretty decent amount. You can almost get like basically 2/3 to 3/4 of a gram into this thing if you pack it right, grind it up, layer it, and pack it in there properly. You can get a really nice long smoke out of this. Definitely not a king size, but definitely a nice short smoke. So if you like flavored papers, definitely give these clear cones a try. I don't know if particularly Honey Puff is the one you would want to try first, but I would compare them to the potency of flavor of like a Juicy J. It definitely has the intensity flavor like a Juicy J would have. It's definitely not subtle. So if you want to cover it up, try out one of these Honey Puff transparent cones. If you like this review, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe for more. I do smoking reviews every single day, so be on the lookout for that, and have a great rest of your day.